Are you ready?
Heritage tourism makes me realize the importance of culture, tradition, and environment. And I find learning heritage tourism is kind of fun and enjoyable because you are not only learning but you are also enjoying because of the different and beautiful heritage sites. And I was hoping that one day I would able to visit some famous heritage site in our country to learn something new and enjoy the culture of every people in a different places when pandemic ends. Through heritage tourism, see, experience, and feel our foundation as we build toward the future.
These finals, there are a lot of topics that we already discussed. But first, heritage is the full range of our inherited traditions, mountains, objects, and culture. Most important, it is the range of contemporary activities, meanings, and behaviors that we draw from them. It is both tangible and intangible, in the sense that ideas and memories of songs, recipes, language, dances, and many other elements of who we are and how we identify ourselves are important as historical buildings and archaeological sites. We should maintain our own heritage. I know someday a lot of people will understand and appreciate the importance of heritage tourism.
Hello everyone, I will lead the UNESCO World Heritage Education Program initiated as UNESCO Special Project in 1994. Gives young people a chance to voice out their concerns and to become involved in the protection of our common cultural and natural heritage. It seeks to encourage and enable tomorrow's decision makers to participate in heritage conservation and to respond to the continuing threats faced by World Heritage.
I believe that heritage places serve as important sources of culture and inspiration for people all around the country. The Philippines has a long and glorious history going all the way back to its early days as one of the Southeast Asia's busiest trading centers and later as a hub for the Trans-Pacific Galleon trade. I can say that it is not just in textbooks and museums but also in magnificently preserved historical places all around the country. The Philippines' rich legacy may be appreciated. As inscribed in UNESCO World Heritage Sites in 1999, one of these is the Puerto Princesa Sabetarian River National Park, features a spectacular limestone karst landscape with its underground river. Hence, the area also represents a significant habitat for biodiversity conservation. The site also contains a wool ecosystem. A highlight of each visit is the dome of stalactites complemented by stalagmites running the entire length of the cave. Also, the park is a popular destination for birdwatching and is known for regular sightings of threatened bird species of Palawan. I can affirm that today's outbreak COVID can be advantageous to our cultural heritage as people are not that preoccupied to address proper caring and prevent safekeeping protection to our heritage sites. And thank you.
Heritage tourism helps give people a glimpse of what we had in the past, and it helps us appreciate the beauty of all the hardships humanity has gone through. As a tourism student, I will advocate for the protection of these heritage sites and also apply the knowledge and values I've gained from this subject matter. It is one of the oldest and traditional forms of tourism, and it is up to us to preserve these sites for other people to explore and to enjoy, because that is what tourism is all about.
Heritage provides clues to our past and how our society has evolved. It helps us examine our history and traditions and enable us to develop an awareness about ourselves. It helps us understand and explain why we are the way we are.
Our heritage is vital to our history since it is the legacy of our forefathers and mothers. It is the foundation for our current values and practices, as well as the places and things that are vital to our culture. We must surely maintain these treasures that have been entrusted upon us so that future generations might continue their legacy. Our legacy is protected and preserved by a variety of institutions and organizations. There are even regulations that govern how Filipinos' cultural heritage is considered and recorded. Learning to appreciate and understand what our forefathers and mothers left us is the least we can do in order to honor their habits and history. Conservation and preservation are the only ways for future generations to appreciate our cultural, historical value.
If given a chance to apply my learning, I would choose to apply it in my hometown, which is in Antique, where the mountain meet the sea, because I want to maintain the cleanliness in our area so that it can be recognized by the tourists who's visiting here, and also the future generations will reach and enjoy the clean and beautiful place here in our hometown. Heritage subject helps me understand how important are heritage places that we have right now, and also on how to make our environment clean and improve it to be a better place to live. That's all. Thank you.
Heritage, a word with 8 letters but it has a lot of meaning and lessons. Heritage is just like ourselves. We preserve our qualities like our knowledge, talents, and health. Heritage is our country's treasure. It has a lot of history and a story to tell for the next generation.
Republic Act 166 is a very important act and I'm very lucky to have known this one in my class. This law aims to protect, preserve, conserve, and promote the nation's cultural heritage, its property and histories, and the ethnicity of local communities. It also aims to establish and strengthen cultural institutions and protect cultural workers and ensure their professional development and well-being. It gives us an irrefutable connection to the past. I feel like this law resembles my care for my people, as a person, as a student, and as a daughter. Life is very short, and of course, all I wanted to do is to give happiness to myself and to the living things around me. I want to protect them from the bad things like this law wants to achieve.
All of the topics that my classmates reported regarding heritage tourism makes me reminisce of the beliefs and the culture of everyone. Little by little, you will love how the people appreciate and love their own culture and beliefs. It makes me proud that each of every one of us is respecting each other's beliefs and learn from it. These subjects makes my Filipino blood alive and be proud of it.
A World Heritage is a cultural or natural landmark that has been recognized by UNESCO. These sites are deemed worthy of preservation due to their universal value to humanity and present and the future generation. The best example here is Petra Jordan. It is not only a part of UNESCO World Heritage Site because it is also deserved to become one of the new 7 wonders of the world, often called the Red Rose City with astonishing landscapes. This is Imam, dreaming to travel all the top World Heritage Site in the world someday.
The importance of cultural heritage in our everyday lives has been highlighted to me. There are practices and traditions that are carried down from generation to generation, or that are passed down from the family, community, and place where people have grown up. The fact that it is a small country with a distinct culture and heritage gives a powerful foundation for its independence. All inhabitants should be aware, as a result, that cultural legacy contributes to Bhutan's independence and sovereignty as a sovereign nation. In order for the next generation to have the same opportunity to learn about the past and their own roots as we have, it is our job to preserve our world history.
The Philippines is endowed with rich cultural heritage sites. These are the priceless and irreplaceable assets not exclusively of the country but of humanity as a whole. To ensure its protection for future generations, there is an ongoing commitment to preserve, protect, and sustainably manage these natural and cultural properties, which should not only involve members of the communities but national authorities as well. Knowing our famous cultural heritage sites will give us the vibes of being involved in the day it was created. These heritage sites will be forever be known as it is because of what and whom we commemorate with. That is not about the statue, the architecture, or the place where it is located. It is about the history that still lives in the present, and until to the future, if we only take good care of these by being aware of how will they be conserved and stay valuable up until to the next generation so that they will also appreciate every destination we have and be proud to live with it.